10th. Hurrah! Happy birthday, everyone. We'll get started. Yes, I'm hyped because it is the Marine Corps birthday. We're going to be talking about it for the next couple of hours. But we'll wait, give everybody time to join us. Bring your drinks, bring your motivation, because it is November 10th. It is the Marine Corps birthday today. 249 years. That's the topic for tonight, and there is no other topic. But we do have a little special for you. A couple Marines are going to call in. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It is the Marine Corps birthday celebration today. It is Sunday, SFMF Live Sunday. God bless you all. Glad you're here. I think the producer is going to come on screen tonight. It's going to come on screen.
Yeah, and choke you out.
Timer. Video is set. It's Sunday. There's Jared. Happy birthday, Devil Dogs. Carrie Marie Ann Potts. Happy birthday, Marines. Telling you, there's going to be a whole lot of that tonight. Hopefully throughout the day today, you have had the opportunity to say happy birthday to Marines. Ran into a Marine in the head. We were at a restaurant, and he was wearing this shirt. He said, happy birthday, Marine. I said, well, thank you very much. You're a Marine. He said, no, but I know it's a Marine Corps birthday. Awesome. OG, good to see you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday from old Jyrene. Gunny Sergeant, USMC retired. Jarheads, happy birthday. Happy 249th birthday. All right. What are you drinking? What are you drinking tonight? Right, so far, I'm just still drinking coffee. But the night's not over. A couple different surprises for you tonight. Anyone that remembers what I said I was going to do for the birthday tonight. If you remember that, let me know. Well, hopefully you all forgot, but I am still going to do it. While I'm watching A Few Good Men and A Few Good Men is one of my favorites. And of course, we got to watch some Gunny Sergeant Hartman.
That's half the movie.
Carl Green, happy birthday, Marines. Coors and Knob Creek. All right, old Jyrene. Carrie Ann Marie Potts, happy birthday. Mrs. Cece.
Oh, thanks.
She said, thank you very much. Come on the screen. Come around here and tell us. Fresh coffee. That's what I got, Guns. Same thing. All right. Remember my birthday story? Our first ball we went to, my wife and I, soon-to-be wife at the time, very near her birthday, and everyone told her happy birthday. She thought I told everybody. Grunt Life, 0341, Mortimer. Few Good Men was on TV. Then my son was born. Right after You Can't Handle the Truth scene. So obviously one of the best parts of the movie. You Can't Handle the Truth. Watching that, definitely going to watch A Few Good Men first. Full Metal Jacket, again, is always a crowd pleaser. Even the Vietnam half of it. The second half of the movie, I actually like that part. I think it wasn't in Vietnam, but people say that's pretty accurate, the combat scenes there. So I'll be watching both of those while I'm doing my 249, what did I say I was going to do for the birthday? The new creator store. Hey, mate, Trump ear bandage. E4 Mafia, we up. All right, good to have the E4 Mafia here always. They know it all. You got to watch out for them. Did y'all remember to leave Chesty some bourbon and ammo last night? You got to leave it. That's what, just like for Santa Claus, you leave milk and cookies. Chesty wants some bourbon and ammo. Mike says, thank you all for your service. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. Grunt Life. And top it all off, right after infantry school, my second kid was born at 0341 in the morning. What's the official language of the U.S.? Motivation. God bless our troops. Yes, Mike, I'm with you. 249 pull-ups. That's what I did on the 245th, I think it was. Tonight is something else. Still haven't received the stickers I ordered. It's 150 burpees. Carl Green, is that right? Do we owe you stickers, Carl?
They were sent like a month ago.
They were sent like a month ago. I sent them. Uh-oh. Seriously, Carl? I'll have to get on a call and find out. I'll get a tracking number for you. It's unsad. I sent them. The ones I sent or you sent?
No, if it was with the Green Monster, I sent it from Hawaii.
With the Green Monster, what did you receive? What? He said, yes, sir, not received.
Really?
The state, or what did I send? I sent
You
the,
sent the hoodie.
I sent the hoodie. Did you get the hoodie? Because that's what I sent. Did not get the stickers?
I have the
Wow.
receipt, but I think I left the receipt in Hawaii, though.
We'll find out, brother. We'll find out. We got you. We'll reship it. We're going to reship everything tomorrow, Monday. Or no, we'll have to wait till Tuesday.
More Green Monsters.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, crap.
Wow, sorry to hear. Apologies. We'll take care of that ASAP. Customer satisfaction guaranteed. All right. Zing Ping Poo, happy birthday, Devil Dogs. Same, you have a good.
So you got the hoodie of the Green Monster. Tell them the Green Monster, the stickers were inside the book.
You got the hoodie and the Green Monster?
The Green Monster.
I sent the Green Monster and the hoodie. Right?
No,
One.
I sent the Green Monster because I sent it from Hawaii. The stickers were inside the Green Monster.
Check inside the Green Monster. You opened it up and put the stickers inside the Green Monster?
Yes.
If you got the Green Monster, you better look inside that baby, Carl. She's saying the stickers are in the Green Monster, so they wouldn't.
Yeah. So did you get the
Check.
SFMF padded envelope?
Did you get the SFMF padded envelope is the question. We'll get to the bottom of this. All right, everyone else, sorry. That's important to us, so we want to make sure it happens the right way. Make America healthy again. No mind. You look healthy. Thanks. Let me check. He's going to check. Carl Green's going to check right now.
We'll be waiting for it. We'll be standing.
Good night and blessings from Trinidad and Tobago. Semper Fi. Red Ants. Good to see you here. It is the Marine Corps birthday, 10 November, right now. Spent the day with my nephews and my son for a birthday dinner. Awesome. That's what we did for lunch. We shared 2 birthdays for lunch today. I won't tell you who the other one is. Menachem, happy birthday. Greetings from Interpol. Always got to have Interpol here.
Is it back?
Just watch. You got to watch. It's Kea, somebody different. Like your vibe. Happy birthday, says Al Nelson. Jared said, is Mrs. Sergeant Major the CO around there? Come on, man. You know better than that. I'm in charge when she lets me be. You know the deal, Jared. The commanding wife. Tech blog. Blessings from Miami. I'm Colombian. Blessings to you. Happy birthday, Marines. Look at that. From the producer herself. Have a nice day. I Shih Tzu. Hello, Sergeant Major. Do you know what? Happy birthday, USMC from Hugh. Janice. Oh. What does it? SFMF. What does it mean? Semper Fi, my friend. And tonight, this is primarily, or it's 100% All-American channel with people from all over the world, all over the United States, but all over the world come to join in. Some patriotic, good patriotic stuff on this channel. And today is special because it's 10 November, the birth date of the Marine Corps. All right.
Okay, new to this said, yo, Sergeant, I finally got the ASVAB score I needed. Ask him new to this, what was his score?
New to this, what was your ASVAB score? And congratulations if you just got the ASVAB score. Lay Cookie says, without the producer, we would have all been UA sleeping in the living room many times. Oh, many times. How many times she wake us up from the living room after we had our 2 beer? That was right, 2 beer limit. We would drink our two beers for lunch and then fall asleep. And yes, if she didn't wake us up, we would be UA many times. Michael's Drones and Knives. Happy birthday, United States Marine Corps. Semper Fi, my friend. How you feeling, Michael's Drones? How's everything? How you feeling now? Give us a quick update if you don't mind sharing. David Bryan, happy birthday, Semper Fi. Diet Dr. Pepper and cheesecake. My unit was small, the youngest Marine, 2 in a row. Wow. Carl Green, all good, CC.
He said, didn't want to damage the Green Monster, you tricky devil dog.
You're off the hook. Producer's off the hook.
Shoot.
She got you.
No, I was worried.
All right, good. Glad to hear. Josiah Moreno. Looks like Carl is happy now. There you go, Josiah. Who's Devil Dog? Joey, hi. What is SFMF? Is that the same person just asked, or is that two? Semper Fi, my friend, and hang out. You'll find out what it is throughout the entire show. Like and subscribe. Good time for all y'all. Double tap right now. Hit the like button. It's the Marine Corps birthday, so we do have a couple surprises for you throughout the show. It is the Marine Corps birthday, and I've been saying it up and down since we've been on the show. Every Marine knows the birth date of the Corps and the place. 10 November 1775, Tun Tavern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We talked about it a little while ago, how they're rebuilding a tavern on that same spot. After they tore it down, it was a little plaque for decades, I don't know, centuries, I don't know how long, but they're now replacing it with a tavern. I think it just got signed this year, and by the 250th Marine Corps birthday, they want to have a celebration there. So they want it to be done prior to that. How awesome would that be? Start doing some logistics to get us there. Good evening, SFMF. Happy birthday and happy Veterans Day to you tomorrow, and all the military people. Thank you for your service to our country. Jordan Hammond. Amen, brother. Couldn't have said it better myself. 0351. 0351. Awesome. 0351. No mind. Is that what your MOS is? He the one that just passed the ASVAB?
New to this.
New to this. Iwo Jima to the Guadalcanal. Is this shirt available on the site? Great question. Here's what happened. This shirt was gifted to me, I think from the exchange.
Oh, from the producer.
Oh, from the producer. It's gifted to me from the producer, but I think she got it at the exchange. And I know someone who has an embroidery machine and embroidered SFMF on it for us. So no, it's not available yet. We appreciate your service. Being tricky with the stickers. Well,
Randall Knapp just gave us a...
I didn't see it. It didn't come up. Remember, I can't see the screen anymore. Lay Cookie, E1 Mafia.
But I'm telling you,
Okay,
just tell
can you say it again?
Randall Knapp.
Oh, Randall Knapp. Randall Knapp, appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. So yeah, a little late. Sorry, I didn't see it. I can't see it when I'm looking at. So appreciate it. Good thing the producers here got my back again. Randall Knapp, thank you so much. All right.
Sorry, I didn't know you can't see those.
I can't see any. It doesn't pop up on there. David Bryan says, I've never heard of other services celebrating their birthdays. I haven't either. So I've been to a Navy ball because their birthday's near ours. So the Navy certainly does. Any of the other services have some kind of celebration for their birthday? Does anyone know any other branches of service here? Do they make a big deal out of it? So I started to say a little earlier is every Marine, 100%, I told you I bet a paycheck on it, that every Marine knows the Marine Corps birthday and place, date and place. And not everyone goes to Marine Corps balls, but every Marine, I'm quite certain, recognizes the Marine Corps birthday on 10 November. One way or the other. Someone's going to text them. You're going to see someone's going to wear a shirt. Someone's going to tell you, happy birthday. I'm telling you, they just went to lunch, and a guy told me, happy birthday, Marine. So it happens. Other areas are different. Obviously, if you're in a military town, if you're by one of the big bases, clearly it happens all the time. But even then, in the remote places, you might get some of it too. All right. Josiah says, it's not with the same pomp and circumstances that we do. I have to agree again, except the Navy. I've been to one Navy ball, and I was in Hawaii, and that was pretty cool. And they did it up, right? It was quite a celebration, similar to a Marine Corps ball. But never heard of the Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Space Force should start it. They should start it right now. They can start a tradition right now, a couple years into it. God bless. Sorry for your loss, and I honor your father, says old Jyrene. I might have missed something, but I'm with you, old Jyrene. Happy JTB, happy 249th birthday. Platoon 1046, 1371, backbone of the Corps. Good to see you, JT. Happy birthday, Marine. Zing Ping says, did anyone else get a birthday email from VP JD Vance? I did, actually. I did. I got a few of them. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was from him directly, but
Sure it was.
sure it was. The soon-to-be Vice President of the United States, U.S. Marine Combat Correspondent. Yes, I did get one, Zing Ping. Looking forward to that. More of that. Look at Annie Benani. Eagle, globe, and anchor. Hurrah. Will she be wearing that one day?
Get out of here.
We shall see. Thank you for your service. What's your favorite color? Crayon. Green is mine, but I think it was Bob or old Irene said red is better because it tastes like blood. Hurrah. I like that. I might have to switch. Hello from Slovakia. Me too, says Zing Ping. Happy birthday, Sergeant Major Alan Garrison. Happy birthday to you, brother. How awesome is that? The first Marine in the executive office. I'm telling you, awesome, Menachem, right? Going to good places. They call JD the Joker, because that's what the Joker was. He was combat camera, combat correspondence, the Joker in Full Metal Jacket. I'm old. My last ball was 1981. David Bryant. Wow. It's been a while. Been a couple years. And here's the best part about it. The balls today, or the ceremony, is exactly the same as it was in 1981. The only difference is the guest of honor, right? And that's what we got. Again, I told you a little special for you later tonight, which you didn't start the clock, who we're going to ask a couple different people. And I'll ask you right now, what is your most favorite part? What's your most memorable Marine Corps ball? And it could be any part of it, right? We talk about, well, what part is great about the ball? You know the ceremony. If you've been to one, you know the ceremony part. The only difference is how good the Marines are doing it. How long did they practice? Is your color guard? I'm a big color guard guy, man. I look at everything on the color guard. Pick it apart. I try not to, but it's kind of habit now. The sword detail, you know, did they rehearse? Even marching out the cake, the slow march with the slow Marines hymn, marching out the cake. I always check out the cake. Remember a little tip I told you? Sometimes the cake is not real. Only the part that they cut. So next ball you go to, make sure you poke the cake to see if it's cardboard or if it's an actual cake. But that's what I'm going to be asking a guest later on. I'm asking you right now, what is your most memorable Marine Corps birthday celebration? Because on the 10th, none of us are at a ball on the 10th, but sometimes the balls, most of the time, they're before or after the 10th. Not everybody can have it on the 10th. All right. Joshua Eisen says, thank you for your service. Brother, my dad was Army Ranger, and older brother is Army Ranger, Special Forces. God bless. God bless to them, you, Joshua, and Semper Fi. And happy Veterans Day to you and all them tomorrow. Love your profile pic, Annie Benani. She does. She's pretty funny. Very excited about who we're getting in office because our nation will be with Donald Trump and JD Vance. Do y'all see, man, they're flying now. I've been asked to leave early at a Corps birthday, at every Marine Corps birthday ball I've been to. Robbie, Alex, a little too much pre-flighting. Is that why? Ron Camp, happy birthday, Marine. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, all the Marines out there and their family members. Believe it or not, again, the story might, when your family members, when your spouse goes to the ball, it's their birthday as well, 100%. You do this together. Menachem, it's awesome that Vance was an E4, beat Walls in E9. Same, right? David Acosta, thank you for your service. Hope all soldiers come home safely to their families. Amen, Davis, as do we. David, as do we. Old Irene says, in the field in Korea, cake cutting ceremony, and back to work. I'm telling you, even in the field, even in combat, I told you a story about one of my last deployment. It was my last deployment. November 10th, we worked the battlefield. The CO and I worked the battlefield rotation, and our battalion was spread out over miles and miles. It took us about a week, 2 weeks to visit every post. And we purposely timed it and took some logistics. A motor T officer made it so we ended up on November 10th on our most isolated outpost was on a hilltop. This was in the winter, right? Obviously November 10th, it was cold, it's freezing in Afghanistan. So we try to get there during the day, but it's a battlefield rotation, so not everything worked out perfectly. But we did make it on November 10th to this outpost, was again on top of a hilltop, alone and unafraid were these 6 Marines, 5 Marines and 1 corpsman. And we made it on the 10th, about 22, maybe 2,300, still made it on the 10th. It was late at night. This hill was so steep and it was a vantage point. Obviously, that's why we picked that spot. But it was a horrible outpost to be at. So we try to visit those guys every few weeks just to resupply them, give them some motivation. So we did. We took the jump out there, myself, the CO, and our 10 or 12 man jump team. Made it out there by 22:30, and then we had to walk up this little mountaintop, which 10, 15 minutes, but cold, dark, and freezing. Figure we'll celebrate the birthday the next day because the Marines got to be bedded down by now, probably 2 on post, on watch. Everyone else trying to get some sleep. We get to the top of this mountain. It's not a mountain, it's a hilltop, but it was big. We finally get up to it, bringing some supplies with us. We get to the top. All the Marines in the corpsman are up. The 2 are on watch. They had made a birthday cake. They had been saving MRE birthday cake for about a month. And then prior to that night, they had mashed it all together, made a pan somehow, some way, saved all the jelly and peanut butter, and put Happy Birthday Marines on this massive MRE cake. And they had some other stuff. They saved some of the good MREs, and we celebrated the Marine Corps birthday in Afghanistan on this hilltop, freezing cold, about 2,300, right before midnight, right before Veterans Day. So it all made it absolutely worth it. One of the most memorable birthday celebrations for me. Wasn't a ball, but it was a birthday celebration. Producer says, any chance you get to talk to these living legends. Their numbers are getting smaller by the day. Wow, I'm telling you, that's a fact. You go to Veterans Day celebrations, and every year, less and less veterans show up. Just met a 99-year-old World War II veteran yesterday. Was that yesterday? Friday. Amazing. It's amazing, but with time, we're going to lose them. So just like the producer said, any possible chance you get, talk to these guys, man. They're warriors. Give them a few minutes, man. Doesn't matter how old and slow, and they are warriors, man. You'll never regret it. You're gonna make their day, and I promise you.
Even if they're embellishing, let them have that.
He said even if they're embellishing. Thing is, I don't think they embellished. They had it hard.
Well, yeah,
they had it hard.
But their stories their memory has changed over the years.
Zing ping. I'm telling you, that was a great birthday celebration that time in Afghanistan. Ojirene says, and it just disappeared. Bryce Wilborg, Semper Fi, running late. That's all right, Bryce. Glad you're here, brother. Happy birthday. Menachem, it's a shame. All my great grandpas all died. They were all Army in World War II. I'm telling you, it's that time. And pretty soon we're going to be at that era where Vietnam veterans, we're going to start losing them. So as much time as you can spend with these warriors, do it. Absolutely 100%. So let's share a story. I still don't have the clock up. Do have something for you. And I'm guessing in about 5 minutes, yeah, see, we got caught up. In about 5 minutes, we're going to have someone call in, a warrior. We did a couple things. We worked together for a little bit. This dude is, I tell you, I want to be just like him. When we were working together, when we worked JRTC together. So we had similar ideals, similar standards, he was a drill instructor, and that's, I think we met eye to eye on a lot of stuff there, and just passion. This dude has some passion just to get 1% better every day. That's personally, professionally, and that's what he does. He's going to call in. He's going to call in, and that's what I had asked him. Would he mind calling in and tell us his favorite Marine Corps birthday story? Give me Cocoa Puffs. Good to see you. Favorite Marine Corps ball moment. Are you asking? Because have all the kids been to a Marine Corps ball? Yes, they have.
Our kids?
Yes.
They haven't.
Who hasn't?
For ball?
Yeah. The big kids never went?
None of them have ever gone.
Annie, no.
That's not a Marine Corps.
Tay, Tay has.
As a Marine, she has to.
She doesn't have to. She gets to. Yes, our Marine, Sergeant Cece. She better call in. You better text her right now. She just went to her unit's Marine Corps ball last night. Oh, Kimi has never been.
Never been. What are you talking about?
Ellie either?
Never been. No.
I guess Tay is the only one. Look at this one. Here's a comedian. Deputy, well, that's why I look at your name. Cran Eater, Army is better. That's good. That's funny. Gimme, all right, that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to go, all 7 of us one time, to a Marine Corps ball.
And then end up at Bastards again. Should have went to one in
End up at what?
Bastards Canteen.
Monaco, one story. My great-grandpa was in the Army Air Corps as a radio man in World War II. They were flying over water and put the plane on autopilot. The plane flying next to him, formation, pilot dozed off. Wow. He radioed at the last moment and woke him up. Wow. Imagine seeing that flying right next to another aircraft and the pilot falls asleep before they crashed into a mountain. Wow. Man. The surprised look on everyone's face. CC Mafia rolling into a ball. Good idea. Can you imagine that? Jared said, my last CO was a captain and he was in a hole. The last ball I went to as an E4 had a hash mark and 5 ribbons, more than my CO. The look on his face was priceless. That's pretty awesome. I got a ribbon medal story too. I'll tell later about a Marine Corps ball I went to.
Can you tell right now?
That's a big save. Yeah. Major gun show in that ball. It would be. Take the whole CC crew in there. It was. So I showed up to a Marine Corps birthday ball. I think it was a staff sergeant. And I may have told this on a different subject, but it was a Marine Corps ball I was going to. It was when I was wearing medals. I was in blue dress alphas, so I was wearing medals and ribbons. And on my ribbon side, on the ribbon side, I had had some medals, and I only had 4 or 5 ribbons left over. And again, in the Marine Corps uniform regulations, it says you should wear 3 across until you hit 12. Then you go 4 across. But it's a recommendation, is how I took it. I mean, it's black and white. It's a recommendation. So I wore my medals and I wore my 4 ribbons across and 1 on top. It was 5. So it looked a little silly, but I was following Marine Corps regulations. But I did get called over, of course, by Master Gunners, like, hey, Devil Dog, you out of uniform. Go change. I was like, what? I didn't know what he's talking about. What part of me is out of uniform? He said, you can't go 4 across on your ribbons until you have 12. I said, yes, Master Guns, I've heard that as well, but the order says it's recommended you wait until you have 12 before you go 4 across. He said, ain't no recommendation, go change. So like a good Marine, I said, aye, Master Gunny Sergeant, went and changed. Whatever. I came back the next work day or 2, and I did get the order. I wasn't, not being a punk about it, but I printed off the order and highlighted where it said, and said Master Gunner Sergeant. I don't even know how I said it. I didn't want to get my butt chewed again. But I was like, here's the order I was going off of, unless something changed. It is authorized. It's just recommended to do the other one. But I was at a Marine Corps ball, and luckily I had a feeling. I had other stuff prepared. I had my tackle box full of stuff. It was a pain in the butt, but I changed and went back into the ball. Ping, ouch, you can't go 4 across. The recommendation is so they can call you out when you do it. You doubled down. I did. I went exactly by the order. All right. How we looking? Producer, do we have the warrior online?
Yes. Okay,
All right, as promised,
let's do an audio test real
our
quick.
first guest, we're going to do a little video, audio check. We have it all set up. We have the man, the myth, the legend. I'm telling you, I want to be just like this guy, his motivation. You think I'm fired up all the time. This dude makes it look like I'm taking a nap. Master Sergeant Josiah Moreno. A little more. Oh, can you see him in there?
That's good now.
All right. Josiah, let's get a sound check. Give a check 1, 2 to the crowd, see if they can hear you.
Check 1, 2. Can you all hear me? If not, I can open my mouth.
You better sound off from the diaphragm.
I was a Marine Corps drill instructor, so we're good.
All right, let's see if anybody, how we
Can you all
sound.
hear me?
We have, let's just wait and see a couple.
little bit.
Yeah, we got a what's up, Matt Sergeant.
Shout out, Jerry.
We can hear. All right. Monogamy. Okay, we're in. So Josiah, appreciate you joining us. We have for the last 30 minutes been talking about the Marine Corps ball, the Marine Corps birthday. It's
sure.
A bunch of people told all of us happy birthday. It's awesome. You know, I'm not telling
I
you.
would be remiss, yes. I would be remiss if I didn't shout out happy birthday to you, Sergeant.
Try and look at
So,
the camera every
oh,
time.
I can look at this one too? Okay, so here's what we want to know. I want the crowd to know, and I asked them to share their most memorable Marine Corps birthday celebration, not just a Marine Corps ball, but a Marine Corps birthday. One of mine was spending on top of a hilltop in Afghanistan. Obviously, that's very memorable, but I've also had some great Marine Corps birthday ball celebrations on a ship, USS Lexington with my daughter last year. So a bunch of memorable ones. But we just would like you to share one with the crowd here at SFMF Live. All yours,
Sure.
brother.
Awesome. So it's thank you for having me first and foremost. So I know you were talking about how the other services, they do have the balls, and it's not necessarily with the pomp and circumstance, but we were able, in 2016, we were in Okinawa, Japan. It was our last year there, my wife and I, and we were able to bring our Air Force neighbors, because we lived on the Air Force base there, to a Marine Corps ball, and they did it grand in the main ballroom on the main base in Okinawa. So that was one of the best times that I ever had at a ball. We in fact, I don't know if y'all can see the picture. We have the picture, the Air Force neighbors with us, and my wife and I. It was a great time. We were able to see, and they told us, like, hey, we celebrate our birthday, but not like the Marines do it. And the Marines take over. We take over the whole thing. So it was a great night. We got to leave the kids at home with a babysitter, and it was just we got to share that part with the part of the tradition.
Yeah,
Marine Corps birthday with the Air Force, and it was such a great time. There's a couple times when I was in teaching in another one of my favorite memories is in Arizona. I was teaching at the university there, and that one I have that plan from the bottom up. There's only there's 3 Marines on staff in Arizona. It was myself as a master sergeant, the captain, and the colonel. So I'm the lowest ranking guy there. So we still got to put it all together.
Yeah.
Like you said, super critical. The swords, the color guard, everything. Shout out Annie Benani for the color guard. But having those students there and starting that tradition, because that's where it eventually became Navy and Marine Corps officers. That was such a great time. We got the mascot from Arizona, Wilbur Wildcat, was out there. Got to bring my in-laws, and so they enjoyed it, and that was the first time they shared the birthday ball with my wife and I, both Marines. So
nice, awesome. So let me ask you this real quick, and we're getting a bunch of comments about it.
Oh, yeah.
But point is, the other services do have balls. Air Force, I'm sure, because I know the Air Force does it up. I went to the Air Force Academy. Just the graduation from that was like a Marine Corps ball celebration. So I know they do it up. But But one question, and I try to think, and between the two of us, I'm sure we've probably been to over 100 birthday ball celebrations, and then even putting them together. Does one guest of honor stick out? Can you think of one right now? And I know I'm putting you on the spot, but or something one of them said that actually resonated with you, or something that you still think of today? I know we never remember. As soon as they're done talking, we're like, oh, good, we can finish the party. But there's got to be one that had said something that resonated with you. Anything come to mind?
For sure. So when I was in New Mexico this time, teaching over there at the university there, we had a Medal of Honor recipients come, and in fact, I still have his coin over here.
Nice.
In fact, let's see. The Colonel J. Vargas. Turns out this is a Vietnam vet. He was a Medal of Honor recipient, but he was also the Marine officer instructor at University of New Mexico, and he came the day before, so we got to meet with him, the captain and I, and just together. And so we brought the students, and it was just such a great time. When he spoke at the ball, it was just like we were talking, just the captain, myself, and him as well. It was cool. Amazing because it was so impactful. Just saying, and when you were talking about try to get better 1%, yeah, that's progress. You want to keep going. That's Colonel Vargas's message. He had a rough time in Vietnam, and it's on Dido on 20 April to 2 May in 1968.
Wow.
That's when he, for his actions, he was awarded the Medal of Honor, and he gave us our coin, his Medal of Honor coin. It was pretty neat, and I would love to share pictures with your community out there as well from that. It was just such a great time because he's a Marine. He rose from the ranks and ended up as a colonel, but that's he put himself out there, and he was there for his Marines. And honestly, he was there for us during our time of need. We were struggling to find a guest speaker, and they were like, hey, we really know that there was a gentleman that used to be on staff here, and he's a colonel. I was like, okay, cool. They didn't tell us he was a Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor recipient.
So it just blew our minds, but it was great to have Colonel Vargas there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome. So I'm always very, very interested in the guest speaker and what message they're going to relay. And people joke about, man, he's good, but he talked way too long. But the good message, if you keep up with it, ones that I like the most, and I remember he was a Master Gunnery Sergeant, and of course they read his whole bio, and he was a warrior. He's great. We loved everything about him. We could read the bio. And he interrupted them while they were introducing him. He said, look, don't they have my bio on their desk? They can read that later. This night is not about me. He said, I just want to talk for about 3 or 5 minutes about the birth of the Marine Corps. That's what we're celebrating tonight. And it's short and sweet. I don't remember everything he said after that, but the crowd just lit up because it wasn't about just, he made it about all of us celebrating the birth of our Corps together. And some great motivation. I don't want any tidbits, but he kind of started that. What did you do? Yes, that's Mad Dog over there.
There you go, Devil Dog.
What didn't you do today that you could have to make the Marine Corps better? So it was very cool.
For sure.
Very cool. But a Medal of Honor recipient, that'd be pretty awesome. And you got a chance to hang out and talk story with them. That's awesome. All right, look at even the crowds.
Another guest speaker coming up. He's been on a guest speaker at a couple of birthday ball celebrations as well. So that's great. I'm glad that you were able to secure him as well. Just a little preview shout out for your community out there. But yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, next time we're going to have to get your wife on here because she is also a Marine. So tell her happy birthday as well. And she can't hide forever. We're going to get her on screen.
She's going to try to hide. But I really, really appreciate you all inviting us. Like I said, it's an honor to be invited to do this and give a shout out to your community, especially on the Marine Corps birthday. When we do it, we do it big. And we're going to do it big tomorrow again for the community of the city here. So.
And tomorrow, just to let the crowd know, yes, tomorrow Josiah and I are doing a celebration for Veterans Day. We're going to sweat with some vets. It's going to be awesome. We're just going to get some motivation and get an opportunity to hang out with some veterans, man. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited for that too. All right, brother. Well, again, thank you very much. Again, happy birthday to you, your wife, your whole family, and appreciate it. We're going to get you in studio here very, very soon and talk some more story, brother.
This is your coin collection.
Yes. Good to see you, brother. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Take care.
All right. All right, Mass Sergeant Josiah Moreno. True warrior. That's awesome. Loved it. Loved everything about it. Again, we are going to have him here in studio. This dude, I'm telling you, he's just nothing but pure motivation. Has some great AMOI stories, which I'm really looking forward to talking to everyone about that. All right. Is that me? Was that a signal for me? Yes. Oh, all right. So, Elise asking, where'd I get this mug? I made this mug. It was just a mug from somewhere else.
The mug or your face mug?
Oh, or you mean this mug? This mug or this mug? Right there. SFMF merch.myshopify.com. You can get any one of these stickers and make your own mug. That's why, look at this is just a flash that I just added to it, made it into an SFMF mug. All right. So yes, Josiah kind of let you in on a little secret. We do have one more guest coming on here shortly. As soon as I get the nod from the producer. And he is another just a solid freaking warrior in about 10 or 15 minutes. Another dude, I'll introduce him a little bit more once it gets closer, but Josiah talking about spending a Marine Corps birthday ball with the Medal of Honor recipient. How awesome is that? And if you ever have met one or get an opportunity, opportunity of a lifetime really is what it turns out to be. And we got a special guest for you. All right, David Bryant, happy birthday. Lady Brown, Devil Doc, all right. Doc celebrating. You know, a lot of Navy knows the Marine Corps birthday as well. What is the max age to join the Corps? There we go. That question always comes up, minimum or maximum age. You know, you have to be 18, of course, but maximum age, according to documentation is, and I always forget it, 28, 29, 31. I had a 31-year-old recruit when I was a drone instructor, but more recently this year, there was a Marine that graduated at 34 years old. So what's the max age? According to MEPS station, or according to the Marine Corps, it might be 29 years old, but everything's waiverable. So can you go in past that? Can you get in past that age? Excuse me, I'm sure physically fit, mentally tough, and request a waiver for it. So get after it. How old are you? Right there, Zinc Pink, 34 is the oldest I've heard as well. That's we kind of talked about that article. He said he was trying for like 14 years, finally got in. He was trying for many years. It didn't talk about why he waited so long or why he couldn't, but he did it. Vivo Xavier, I'm 27 years old now, and I'm not that old. No, 27 is not old at all. I'm telling you, I had a 31-year-old recruit, and I called him Pops, because that was old. To me, I was like 24 at the time. So 31, well, I thought was old, but absolutely not. 31. You can do it. You can do it. You meet the requirements, right? You request that waiver, go through MEPS, get a physical, physically fit, mentally tough, go for it. The drone instructors will love you. They'll take special care of you. They got you. All right. I wish I was 27 and lean and mean again. Sing Pink. I'm with you. Love to not have to feel so old in the morning is what I hear when you get older. How old were you when you were a DA? Monocamas, how old was I? I think I was like 24, right? 24, 25? When I was a drone instructor? Still pretty young, right? Came in at 18. I was a drone instructor 6 years later. 24, 25. Loved it. My dream after graduating boot camp, I knew right then through boot camp that I wanted to be a drone instructor bad. All right, old Gyrene says, so they got it surrounded. Good. Now we can fight in any directions. Those bastards won't get away this time, Chesty Puller. That's awesome. I did see an article today on that same type of topic. Saw an article or on YouTube. It was a short or something with Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps, current, Ruiz. Haven't seen a whole lot, haven't followed him a whole lot, but this one was good. The woman interviewing him asked, and she said it with a little bit of an attitude. She's like, why do you think the Marine Corps is the only one meeting their recruiting goals? I was like, wow, can't wait to hear his answer. I have my own ideas why the Marine Corps keeps meeting their goals, because we're the toughest, we're badasses, we have the best uniforms, we're first to fight, all the posters and all the commercials that you see. That's why. And he did, and he said similar things, the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. He had a similar answer, but he said, you got to be a special kind of person to be a Marine. He said, and it's not for everyone. It's just not. That's why we're less than 1% of the population are Marines. But still, how do we keep meeting our recruiting goals? He said, that's what it takes. So that special kind of person, you can't change their mind. You're not going to. And they're going to succeed. Now, there's a drop rate in boot camp. Marine Corps boot camp is the highest drop rate right now. Anyway, I don't follow it enough to know, but we do have a high attrition rate once they get to boot camp. But that doesn't stop the recruiters from getting them in. He said, and it's that special kind of, I used a different word besides special, but an innate feeling of wanting the very hardest and the very best, the biggest challenge. That's what Marines want and they need. And once they feel that, and again, BZ to the recruiters who articulate that message to these young men and women to get them to sign, because it's still working. They're still doing their job, because we are the only branch of service to still meet our recruiting goals. And I hope the rest continue and they push and they get them as well. But when he said that, it takes a special kind of person that wants to be driven that hard, wants to be pushed that hard, and wants to be the very best. And that was his answer. It was pretty good. Again, I haven't watched right there. Corey says it, the few and the proud. All right. Very interested in that shirt you were wearing, Jeremy. It is just a Marine Corps shirt, and again, I have had somebody help me put on the SFMF. I tried to sign up for a military, but they said no, because I tried Spice. They said I'd do it again, but I never did. Drugs, easiest way to not be a Marine.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, and how long ago was that? Spice still around? That was a long time ago.
I think it's out of your system by now.
Yeah, and it's got to be out of your system. Kevin Medeiros, how do I keep my temper on low? What do you want to keep it on low for? Keep that temper up. You have to be tactful, Kevin. Where's Lay Cookie? He'll teach you how to keep your temper low. It took him a few decades, but I think he's got it under control now. The deadliest weapon in the world is a Marine and his rifle. Guess who said that? General Pershing. Not Gunny Rod. General Pershing was the first one to say it. Army general, right? Devil Dog. That was 2011. 2011, Chad, get after it. All that stuff's out of your system. As long as you're not doing drugs now, go back. Let them know you're clean. Yes, Mad Dog Mattis wants desperately to be on the show. Xavier, I have very long journey starting at 370 pounds. 1 year, I missed the rest of it, Jeremy, but you got this. Go for it. And you're not the only one. I've known some people that couldn't make it. It passed. Oh, Xavier. Where did I get Jeremy from? Xavier, go for it. You got it. Stay with us. Stay on this channel. Physically fit and mentally tough. It sounds like you got the mentally tough part, right? Get after it on the PT field. Hit the pavement, right? Diet is very important, of course, but physical fitness, hit the road, hit the road, hit the road. I'm talking running.
And cut out the green sugar and the alcohol.
Easily. If you drink a lot of beer, that's one easy, cut that out. Sugar is the enemy. Carbs, right? Times a day that you eat. There's many ways. It is 100% possible, no doubt in my mind. You got this. All right. Xingping, we were talking about boot camp at dinner, and all four of us had a high dropout rate. Yeah, so attrition in boot camp is tough. I'm telling you, one of the, as a drill instructor, all they want you to do is graduate 100% of your platoon. And my entire time on the depot, one drill instructor graduated 100% of his platoon. Now, that doesn't mean the 89 he started with, he graduated 89, not the original 89. So he lost a few and added a few. But on graduation day, had 100% graduation. And we thought he was going to get meritoriously promoted, get some ribbons, medals, and badges. They said, now do it again. So attrition is high in boot camp for obvious reasons. The most common one is injuries, right? Medical. But there's all the other not mentally stable, failure to adapt. There's a whole bunch of reasons why not everyone makes it through boot camp. And of course, we always talk about if you can't qualify in the range, can't pass the PFT, can't pass swim qual, you ain't gonna be a Marine. All right. What's a piece of advice you personally think every young man should know? Call me Vertigo. Man up. The first thing that came to my mind, we need some men. You got to man up and do manly things and today's generation needs to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's something it is not okay to quit. I'm giving you like 4 or 5, but they all lead to the same thing. Sometimes you do actually just have to suck it up, right? That's not a good answer. People know, oh, broke my arm, you told me suck it up. Well, there are times that you just have to suck it up and man up. And for our women out there, you got to woman up. So get tougher, get comfortable being uncomfortable. You're going to do some things that you don't want to do, but you got to do it. It's all for the right reasons. So get comfortable being uncomfortable, and it's not okay to quit ever, right? You start a football team and here's, oh, coach hates me, I'm going to quit. Well, finish your season. Who cares what the personal relationship is if you don't? Thing is, don't quit. You quit once, well, I could. It's not too tough for me, right? And you give every excuse in the world why you want to quit. Finish the season. Don't go back next year, but don't start being a quitter. Do it once. You're going to do it the rest of your life. You're going to make excuses to why it is okay. All right, Roger, thank you for your service. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you, brother. And if you served, thank you for your service as well. Happy birthday, Marine, says Pat. Old Gyrene, embrace the suck. That's a good piece of advice right there. Embrace everything. You're going to be a lot of hurry up and wait. You're going to, again, do some things that you really don't want to do, but it's for that reason. Josiah says, keep moving forward no matter what. Uncomfortable becomes the norm. I'm telling you, how many field ops have you been on? How many hurry up and waits where you've waited for hours and hours and hours, and then the field op gets canked, right? You're waiting for aircraft to come pick you up. They never come. The big end of the exercise hoopla didn't happen. You still move forward, right? And you learn from it. Good after actions. Hardest things are the most rewarding. Awesome, Randall. That's a nice way to put it. Finally, I go for it. Johnny, always aim high. Lay cookie, right there. Suck it up. Suck it up will be part of all of your life. You can suck it up in boot camp. You'll never be able. If you can't suck it up in boot camp, you'll never be able to. That's absolutely where it starts. Doc Holiday, happy birthday, Marines. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you. Easy come, easy go. People live in a lifetime and wonder if they made a difference in the world. The Marines don't have that problem. Ronald Reagan, President Ronald Reagan. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Life lessons, right? Lay Cook, you nailed it. Heard the comfort zone is where a man goes to die. That's it. I'm telling you, that's when you make excuses for what you want to do. right? You don't want to get up and PT. You find a reason, you make a reason why I didn't PT this morning, right? Why you don't do things. You're making excuses. Time to sleep, time to rest, right? If when someone says, oh, I was going to do it last night, but I didn't have time. If you slept, you had time, period. So don't ever use that excuse, I didn't have time. Know yourself and seek self-improvement. Be honest with yourself. I was lazy and I didn't do it. I was selfish and I didn't do it. But fix it. Suck it up. Becomes every day. What do we do with those who show stolen valor? Somebody had a good comment on one of the shorts about stolen valor. Excuse me. He said the stolen valor people don't realize on our off time, we don't walk around in uniform. That's how you can tell a stolen valor, usually right off the bat. Someone just walking down the street in their camis. How often do you see an actual active duty member doing that? Chilling in a bus station at the airport, just chilling out, doing it in the convenience store. That's how you usually can tell, because on our off time, as soon as you get up, you take your uniform. That's the first thing I do when I come home. So that's one good way. But what do you do about them? And again, we did a short on it. We had a lot of comments about them. Everyone, nobody likes a stolen valor. Every now and then they say, well, I mean, leave the guy alone. Sometimes they have mental issues is why they do it. And they have a family member, they just want to wear their stuff. So I would get to the bottom of it. I've never come across in person, actually, a stolen valor. But I wanted to see what's going to happen when I do. Doc Holiday, here's for the Leathernecks, Devil Dogs, Jarheads, MCRD in July. Semper Fi. Semper Fi, Doc. You're the best, brother. Awesome. Thank you very much. The sole truth. Nothing wrong with serving in the military. A strong defense is necessary. The American people are tired of men and women being sent overseas to overthrow non-terrorist nations for greed. I think we're going to see some change over the next 4 years. Actually, you can't wait to take that. I'm telling you, Clavo, right? Active duty members very rarely, minutes after you get home, you take your uniform off. So that's the quickest way to tell stolen valor. Someone just walking down the street in their uniform. Abby says, Happy Veterans Day. Thank you very much. So all veterans, we aren't going to be live. We're doing a couple different events tomorrow. So big day tomorrow as well. Josiah says, the best type of hardship is shared hardship. If you become comfortable being uncomfortable, you can help others when they start wither in the suck. Bonds become stronger through those experiences. And that, Josiah, is boot camp in a nutshell. Shared misery. Man, you find some true colors come out in people, but you also have that shared misery experience for the rest of your life, right? Those bad field ops, those bad combat operations where it is the worst. You're starving, cold, hot, whatever the misery is, you're sharing it, man, with your brothers and sisters. And it sucks while you're doing it. But tell me they aren't good stories later on, right? When you story type each other, really? Oh, but you had hot coffee on the 4th day, didn't you? We didn't have it till day 6. While you're going through it is terrible. And you don't think it can get any worse. And sometimes it absolutely does. And then again, sometimes it gets better. But that's shared misery that builds bonds and it builds that camaraderie and builds that brotherhood and sisterhood that lasts a lifetime. So suck it up, Buttercup. Zing Ping. URAH. Thank you very much, brother. Always. All right. We are. Don't forget, one more guest for you. Just checking the logistics now. Chad Ryan says, am I always going to be wrong when I'm talking to a drill sergeant? Yes, Chad. Yes, you are. Talking to a drill sergeant or a drill instructor. You're never going to win that argument. And in fact, it's not even going to be an argument. It's not even going to be a two-way discussion. You're wrong. And you just pay aye, drill sergeant and do whatever he or she says. So yes, already learning, already getting mentally tough right now. You're going to lose that battle. Do I hear our next guest?
He's driving, so it's
We're working on the next guest. He is driving to go celebrate the Marine Corps birthday with a bunch of warriors. But our next guest, and we won't keep him long, this dude, another warrior of warriors,
It's kind of choppy.
Leatherneck, Devil Dog. Connection's kind of choppy, so if it's bad, we won't keep him too long. And another warrior that we're going to have on the show shortly. But you're talking about badasses. This is one. Worked with him as well. And again, I want to be just like him. Not to mention, and we'll say this for another show, the Navy Cross recipient. You're talking about a badass in combat, selfless actions, the most warrior crap I've ever seen in my life. Gunny Sergeant, we got him. Juan Rodriguez Chavez. Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, Sergeant Major.
Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I know you're on the road. We won't keep you long, but
That's cool.
what we want to hear from you, bro, we've been talking about for the last hour is, and we just had a warrior on earlier. You know, Master Sergeant Josiah Moreno. So we got you. We've been talking about the Marine Corps birthday, of course. It's 10 November. I told them you're already on your way to go celebrate with a bunch of warriors. We want to hear from you a memorable birthday celebration. Could be a ball or not. I shared one I spent on top of a hilltop in Afghanistan. That was memorable. It wasn't, the all the fluff and dressing our dress blues, but it definitely was a memorable one. So if you could share one of those with us, a Marine Corps birthday celebration on November 10th, something that you'll never forget.
So I got two. The first one, I think most memorable was I was a guest speaker at a Marine Corps League birthday ball in New Jersey.
Nice.
And those guys were all old warriors from Iwo Jima, Korea, Vietnam.
You got chicken skin, man. You got chicken skin. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. So I flew in, and the younger guys, they were older than me, but the younger guys, they picked me up from the airport. They took me out, got a burger real quick. And the next day they woke me up like around 8:30, and they took me to the Freedom Tower before it opened up. And we got to go up, I don't know how high, but we were up there pretty high. And just talking to all the people there working, and I got to see the, ground zero.
Wow.
And it just brought everything into perspective, you know. And my whole speech, I had a whole speech written out, and it just changed. That instant,
Wow.
It changed. I'm like, wow. And I want to think they enjoyed it. I mean, the Iwo Jima vets were getting up on their walkers. I'm like, Mom, you don't have to get up. And they were like, you don't tell me what to do, Gunny. So that was pretty awesome.
Awesome.
And it was, it was just being up there and just you think about, I mean, everybody saw well, not everybody, but I got to see when the second plane hit. I was in Hawaii. And, just all the stories and the videos you see afterwards, like, man, this is where, at the time, man, it was it was surreal.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
That was, I guess, one of the most memorable moments I've had at a Marine Corps ball. The second one was, and it's a funny one, was in Afghanistan. So I was at Camp Joyce, and our birthday was coming up. And at the time, Lieutenant Colonel Kenny came to be our guest speaker. And so I pretty much got the logistics of the birthday for that day. And in the middle of Afghanistan, I had the Army make us a cake. And what's funny about it is the motherfuckers used pink icing instead of red.
That was no accident.
Yeah, I know. But we still celebrated like Marines, because, you know, and was amazing. Obviously, it was Dakota Meyer was the youngest Marine.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome. You know,
Dang.
there's so many Marine Corps balls that I've been to that they're all awesome. They're all great. I mean, if you have a bad time at a Marine Corps ball, I think you're dead inside.
Yeah. Man, that's a great way to put it. That's why when we start talking about this with the producer, questions we want to hear from the crowd is because one was your best Marine Corps ball experience and your worst. And I can't think of a worse one because they're all good in their own separate, special way. The ceremony is the ceremony. But, you know, some color guards are better than others. But the experience itself, hands down, the best experience of a lifetime, man. So if, you know what I mean? If you're a Marine and you haven't been to one, it doesn't matter. You need to get to one, at least one, and enjoy it. And you'll have awesome stories like that.
Definitely.
Well, awesome, brother. Appreciate you very much coming on the show. And again, we're going to have you in studio definitely very, very soon.
Meet him anywhere.
Yeah, we'll meet you anywhere. Tonight, here's your safety brief, Guns. Be safe.
Definitely.
Yeah. I'll be watching you. I want to come pick you up from jail.
Actually, we'll meet him in a little bit. Tell him we'll meet him out.
Yeah. We're going to meet you out there, brother. Definitely. 100%.
Okay.
Truly an honor and a privilege to have you on the show. And again, happy birthday.
Definitely.
And we'll see you soon.
Everybody watching out there, happy birthday. Enjoy your time out there and be safe, as the Sergeant Major says.
Safety brief. Era. Semper Fi, brother.
Semper Fi. Take care.
Era. Warriors. That's what it's all about. Warriors doing warrior things. He is on his way to a celebration. Navy Cross recipient. So he's done a lot of Marine Corps birthday
He's seen some stuff.
celebrations. He's seen some stuff, and that's why people do want to hear his story. They want to get that message out. He live to tell about it. He mentioned Dakota Meyer. He was with Dakota Meyer when he received his Navy Cross. Dakota Meyer received his Medal of Honor. So we are definitely going to have him on the show to just motivate the heck out of all of us. And that's what it's all about. I'm telling you, this is November 10th. Every single Marine, somewhere, somehow, some form or fashion, recognize. That's why I always say they recognize the Marine Corps birthday. They can't always celebrate. They can't always go to a Marine Corps ball. But that's it. That's the motivation behind Marines are, what are we? We're fanatical about being Marines. And this is where it comes from. All right. David Bryant, is that you talking about our show right now? The attendance and thumbs up are growing. All right. Double tap right now. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, families, warriors, Americans, dedicated patriots. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. Again, we have 3 functions at least that the CC team is going to. 2 of my daughters are participating in those Veterans Day. That's awesome too, to see our younger generation participating in recognizing veterans. Kids are doing their swords, sabers, are giving speeches, recognizing our veterans, right? They're able to do that because of veterans, so that kind of the least they can do. But they do it because they want to, which is the best part of it. Thanks again, Guns. Gunny Rod, I'm telling you, a warrior, another warrior I want to be just like one day when I grow up. Zing Ping says, Doc, I'm overjoyed. I got a birthday email from the VP today. I'm telling you, JD Vance has been sending some birthday wishes to his fellow Marines. I remember watching the news when Dakota Meyer received his Medal of Honor, says Carl Green. Gunny Rod was with him. He was driving. Amazing. Veterans Day Parade tomorrow in Franklin, North Carolina. Awesome, David. Enjoy. Doc, I love that we're about to have a Marine Vice President, the Marine from Texas. A Marine Vice President. Maybe a president one day. The Marine from Texas. Love Texas. Producer said he says he has the best stories. Shareable and not so shareable. You're talking about Gunny Rod? Yeah, he has the best stories. And he's a great storyteller. That's the best part of it too. Awesome, can't wait to get him on the show. All right, old Jairine. Since before I was born, my grandfather, father, and uncle got together with a bunch of Marines every November 10th. I was so proud when I got to join them. I'm telling you, again, we recognize, do something on November 10th for the rest of your life. Marines, if you don't already, which I think most of you do, you better start. Tonight, I am doing my 249 burpees. That's what I said a couple months ago when I was trying to decide what I was going to do. 249 burpees. Today was great. Went to lunch. Family took me to lunch we had 2 birthdays we're celebrating. And I was going to start later, but it's still early. It's still early. So while I'm going to put on Full Metal Jacket, maybe first, Few Good Men. Look for the DI, see if I can find that old Jack Webb. Marine movies from here on out. Today and tomorrow. That's how we spend the Marine Corps birthday celebration. And of course, if you haven't already, Marines out there, or those of you that know Marines, just shoot a text to a Marine, tell them happy birthday, tell her happy birthday. Tomorrow, veterans, tell them happy Veterans Day. It is a time that we like to think it's celebrated throughout the year, but a day like the 10th is the birthday of the Marine Corps. That's a solid day. Veterans Day should be celebrating veterans all the time, the sacrifices that they have given. All right, Marine Corps birthday holiday gift ideas. 7:30, or my producer, she's on it tonight. We're trying to connect. It's like a brick wall. What'd you put in this coffee? You're celebrating already? All right.
This is gonna go on.
Hello, okay. Hello from Canada, California. Hello from Canada. Hello from California, says Rosebud. My dad, Navy, Army, bro, Marine, sister, retired Army, and my son, retired Navy. Happy Veterans Day to all of them. Was there a Marine in there? Yeah, brother Marine. And happy birthday to the Marines. Awesome, Rosebud. Thanks for sharing that. And Semper Fi to you all. Semper Fi and happy birthday, says Tommy D. Semper Fi, my friend. 34 years old and I still want to be a Marine. I can't read your name, but go for it. You still can. We had a 34-year-old Marine. Bodie. Go for it. You can. Again, the age limit is 29 or 28, but there's waivers for everything. You can. Get after it. Go see a recruiter. Tell them you want a waiver to join the Marine Corps at 34 years old. As long as you can pass everything, go for it. Nothing stopping you. Yes, sir. Thank you to all the vets. Randall, thumbs up. Greatest fraternity on earth. Zing ping. Amen. And it lasts forever. Another way, remember we talked about how you tell stolen valor right away? Someone saying he's a Marine, ask him this quick. Who are your drill instructors? If he doesn't know them all by name like that, he ain't a Marine. Marine Grunt, 0351. 2004, my sergeant major from 1-1 told me I couldn't go to the Marine Corps ball because I was in trouble. I bought my 2 tickets and still showed up. I spent the whole night ducking him and dodging him. Good on you. Good on you, brother. That's how it's done. You ain't telling me I ain't going to the Marine Corps ball. That's awesome. Get some. Happy birthday, Marine. Right? They can take a lot of stuff away. They can't take away your birthday. Great story. That's awesome. SIG 1911 or Glock. I like all weapons. Don't make me bust out my guns on the show. The producer loves when I talk about my guns. I have a couple SIG Sauers. I like those. there's not a whole lot of guns I don't like. How about that? Happy birthday, Ukraine eaters. Thank you, Roy. Green is my favorite. I think I'm switching over to red because it tastes like blood. That's what old Jyrene says. Hello from Pennsylvania. We're over here celebrating with a few guys from both deployments, 0331 for life.
Thank you, Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Pennsylvania. Amen. God bless. And thank you for last Tuesday. Semper Fi, my friends. Tell them all. Semper Fi and happy Veterans Day tomorrow. Play now, pay later. Grunt. Happy birthday, Sergeant Major Semper Fi. Happy Marines. Marine Grunt 0351. A Marine is nothing without Jesus Christ. Amen. Scrody. Texas Marine. Here, a little more from the Texas Marine from Texas. Absolutely. We know those drill instructors like it was our own family. We know those drill instructors like it was our, okay, yeah, more on the Stolen Valor. We know those drill in and out. They are mom and dad for 3 months straight, day in and day out. So yes, again, be willing to bet every single Marine right now knows their drill instructor's name, rank and name. I could spit them all out. So can all the Marines, and still keep in touch. Oh, my Marines now still keep in touch with me. As a drill instructor, nothing greater than running into one of your recruits later as a Marine, and knowing that all that hard work that you did was good. All right. Up to you. Tell me. We're all nothing without Jesus. Old Jyrene. Amen, brother. Have both. My SIG 1911 has a recent carry, a little heavier but carryable. I like the heavier guns too. I don't know why. It just feels like there's more to it. I like the 6 hours. Bald guy speaks. My cousin served in the Marines. She never let me forget it. That's what Marines do. Tell her happy birthday. If we get on that subject, we'll be here until midnight. Love my Colt Defender 45. Again, I have a couple 9mm and a couple 45s. But yes, it is. Lay Cookie. 1911 is great. Sidearm. Run out of ammo, you can beat people with the heavy thing. Yes. It's still a weapon, with or without bullets. Get some. Darius Jones, happy birthday, Cece. Thank you, brother. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for your service. It says Swamp Butt. Thank you. Quicker target acquisition, right? Depending on how familiar you are with that weapon and where you keep it. Love it. Love all the weapons. I grew up with the Marine Corps, with whatever they issued me. That was my favorite. But having shot all different kinds since then, I still, like the 9mm, the Beretta 9mm. Well, you're going to get some hate on that, but I loved that because that's what I grew up with. Man. Happy Friday. Or I mean, happy birthday, Sergeant Faith. How much meat do you eat each day? Because I don't keep track like that. I'm not the best eater, just like to PT a lot. Zing Ping, thank you for the super. Happy birthday. Yes, Zing Ping.
Missed it. Did you see it?
Didn't I talk?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Zing Ping. Absolutely.
I think that's what I'm hooking up. Gunny Rod.
Robert says, class of 1991 out of Pendleton, did 20 years. We never forget our drill instructor, our MOS, where we were stationed, and when we started, MOSs, tired of the fake, God bless you, sir. God bless you, Robert. Absolutely. Those questions right there, that's exactly what you can ask and find out instantly if they're stolen valor or not. Marine from Texas, love 6 hour, but their P320 has been in the limelight recently. Crazy for accidental discharge. I have a 320. Really? I didn't even know that. Old Jyrene, I'm very much conflicted right now. 1911 or Beretta 92. Typically a 1911, but carried my 92 today. All right, you carried every day? I don't know what that means. Mike has been destroyed economy since Are you a cop? No, just part of the world's 911 force. Hurrah. What platoon, Robert? Robert, God bless you. Thank you for your 20 years. Of course, Mrs. Cece. Thanks, Xingping. Love my iwi. What is that, David Brown? I'm not even sure what that is. Masada. All right. Yes, thanks. See, Xingping has my back. Here is just a huge, and I'm sure a lot of you Marines, if you don't, back to the Marine Corps birthday celebration. Bunch of memes, man. I love the memes that come out. My favorite was, and it looked like a tornado just went through this town. It was just one photo, but there's so much in this photo, and there's about 3 people like running for their life. Like the weather was bad, and there was like a woman and like 2 women and a child. It was like just, you could see fear in the photo, and they were running away from something. And the caption was, yes, stand by. The Marine Corps birthday is coming up. So it was just a message like, yes, be careful. Marines are going to be celebrating the birth of their Corps. All right. Happy Veterans Day, says Texas Repo, November 10, 1775. I'm telling you, ask a Marine. For the non-Marines on here, ask a Marine. First question, ask them when their birthday is. Probably another quick way you can tell a stolen valor. Ask them the birth date and place of the Marine Corps. And again, if they can't spit that off immediately, we have a problem. All Marines know it. It's somebody that is pretending, has read it somewhere. Marines know it. All right, my dad wanted me to join the Air Force. I chose Marines. Good choice, Corey. And you know, my dad did the same. I told this story before too. He once I told him, months later after the recruiter had been working on me, when I finally did tell my dad, I want to join the Marine Corps. Oh, goddamn, no, you ain't. And he wasn't even that hype. He's not like that, but he said, no, you're not. You're going to visit all the other services before you make that decision. So I did, because I was afraid of my dad. So I then went and talked to the other recruiters, and it was already a done deal. The other recruiters had seen me multiple times walking past their office to go to the Marine Corps office at the end of the hall. So by the time I did, my dad did tell me to go check. The first guy I went into was the Air Force office, and I pretended like I was interested in the Air Force, and I coming to find some, can you give me some information? I'm really thinking about joining the Air Force. He said, no, you're not. The Marine Corps has already got you. You're going to be a Marine. Take a flyer, show your dad that you visited my office, but you still choose the Marines. And that's what I did to all the offices. And I already had that 100-mile stare. I think one of the lines that the recruiter used on me, and many others, but he had me right away. Old Jyrene says, mothers take their daughters in whenever we come out. People say we're crazy because of crazy things we do. We're the Marines from Paris Island. Now, who the hell are you? Plenty of sing songs. I couldn't be a Marine. Don't have it in me. Much respect to you, says Swamp Butt. It's not for everybody. I'm telling you, even the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps talked about it today. I don't know when that interview was, but it was recent. He said it is not for everyone. That's plain and simple. Doc, it just missed it. Josiah, I had a couple buddies that gathered in Philly for the groundbreaking ceremony for the new Ton Tavern. It's supposed to open 2025. Let's go, Josiah. Let's go. Road trip. We got to go. That's the article I read, that they want it completed by November 10, 2025, so they can hold a birthday celebration in it. Let's go. 250th birthday. How great would that be? That's going to be a great celebration no matter where you are, but can you imagine celebrating 250 years at Ton Tavern? Let's go. Can you hook that up? Producer's hooking up. Road trip. Let's go. We'll all pile in your motorhome and take it. Dogs and everything. Happy birthday to the United States Marine Corps. It's an honor to celebrate another year of tradition, courage, and dedication tonight, as we come together for the Marine Corps ball, we remember. Amen, Doc. Semper Fi, brother. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome, Jared says. Legacy of those who have served before us. Honor those who serve today and look forward to future in pride and commitment. Here's to strength, resilience, and brotherhood of the Corps. Amen. I'm telling you, it's yes, once again, Marines are fanatical about pretty much everything Marine. And the birthday is just another one of those. No matter where you are, you're going to, acknowledge the Marine Corps birthday. Thank you for your service tomorrow, Mark. Lago be flying, half staff. Semper Fi, Doc. Robert says, do you miss it? Because you do, Robert. So you're asking me, do I miss it? Yes, I do. The whole basis of this community right here, for those of us that do miss it. I'll tell you my favorite comment, and it hasn't been one in a while. People were like, let it go, man. You're not a Marine anymore. First of all, yes, I am. Marine till the day I die. And even in heaven, I'm going to be a Marine up there too. So no, we'll never let it go. And obviously, you feel the same way. So it's not something you let go. It's not a job that you worked at for a couple of years and forget about it. It's a way of life. So yes, to the day we die. Do I miss being on active duty? I miss the clowns, not the circus, right? You don't miss the stuff the hurry up and waits and the requirements that you had to do and paperwork and the logistics and the BS and the politics. No, of course not. But I miss Marines. So again, hence SFMF channel right here, this community. That's what it's all about. I miss the brotherhood. Once a Marine, always a Marine. I'm telling you, Robert, that's it. Thank you for your service. God bless, says Sammy. After 45 years, I still miss it, says David. I'm telling you, that's why we're here. If SFMF is going to be at Ton Tavern, I'm going to gather my buddies and be there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. Let's see how many SFMF-ers we can get at Ton Tavern on the 250th birthday. We're doing it. Look, she's shaking her head. That means, yes, we're going. November 10th, 2025. Ton Tavern, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for the 250th birthday. Can you imagine that? Yes, there's a Marine Corps in everything I do, and I got out 25 years ago, says Jared. Remember our brothers and sisters that have gone before us. They are the real heroes. I miss field day. Oh, gee. You miss field day because we used to mess around during field day, right? You have to stock up on some beer. You have to hide it. Usually a fight or two throughout the night playing basketball. Field days were different back then. Thank you for all you did for our country. Thank you, Sammy. Appreciate that. LMAO, the clowns I mess. Clowns I mess with the Navy buddies. I call them taxi drivers. Uber, Navy and Air Force are our Uber to the fight. Let's go, Marine from Texas. I'm telling you, road trip, caravan it, we're going. I was adopted by the military, Kansas Owens. I'm telling you, the family. Another short I did was about celebrating holidays. Do you celebrate holidays in boot camp? As a drill instructor, I was there for Christmas. And remember our moonbeams back then, the green flashlights that were in the little L shape? And you clip right here on your old deuce gear. And they had the red lens, and they had a blue lens. So I had every other recruit, it was red, white, and blue. I didn't have green for Christmas, but had them, we sang a Christmas carol while they're flicking on their lights, and that was our celebration for Christmas, one Christmas day they were there. And then I thrashed the crap out of them, of course. That was my Christmas present to them. Chinese field day, yes, those are the best. If it's not attached to the barracks, it goes out. God bless the USA, God bless the Marines, God bless Donald Trump. Doc, era.
Oh, Jyrene just gave a super sticker.
Jyrene, thank you very much. Jyrene, super sticker. I missed it. Thank you very much, brother. Awesome. Appreciate you. Hey, David, we call all park at the stadium and mob over the ton. Let's go. I'm telling you, we're going to meet up somewhere. We're going to caravan, whatever state along the way, right? From California.
Yeah, we can get an Uber, can't we? From, I don't know what's near Philly.
I don't know anything about Philly. except Ton Tavern. And I only know that from my history book. So we're going. I'm telling you, we're going. Jake at Stake. URAH, happy birthday. Happy Marine birthday. Happy birthday. No holidays, April or June. It's going to be a long 3 months. Lots of RV parks in and around the area. It's a done deal. Look, I'm telling you, all y'all right now, we are going to be there. So let's make it happen. Can we? Let me just make sure we can be there, right? We're going. No doubt. Route March, Jared, that's what I'm talking about. Ruck. Let's go. Rucksack. Let's do it. How many miles is it? We'll find out. We'll meet somewhere. And we got to wear silkies. Okay, we're going to ruck march it. The old Alice pack with the frame. Remember the Alice pack? That was the best rucksack we ever owned. So Alice pack, silkies, boots with your socks pulled up as high as you can pull them. We're doing it. Jake at Stake. I'm currently a Lance Corporal in the Marines. Any tips for me? If any, sir. Lance Corporal. The Lance Corporal underground. The backbone. Yes, Jake. Here's my advice. First and foremost, stay on this channel. Like and subscribe if you aren't already. And start asking questions. Today is primarily, we've been talking about the birthday because that's today. But stay with us, Jake, and you will there's some leaders on here that not even undisputed best leadership in the world has been on this channel. So ask the questions. We will get you to whatever rank you want to get to. We got your back. Doc, I'm not a Marine, but I will roll with the Devil Dogs. Doc, you are one of us, whether you like it or not. So you're coming with us. Hello, sir. Just want to thank you for your service and hope you have an awesome Veterans Day. 2 of my brothers went to San Diego Navy, Marine, Coast Guard. Awesome. Christian Beltran. Awesome. Thank you very much. SFMF, honor, code, loyalty. Yep, watching that tonight. Robert. Lance Corporals get it done. Lance Corporals absolutely do 100% get it done. When you think about a company of Marines doing some stuff, they're primarily Lance Corporals. They're the ones making it happen. You got to start watching these lives again. It's been a minute. Skylar, come back. Zing Ping, we better have some mechanized support if we're going to Phillies. We got it. I'm telling you, with this crowd, we're going to roll deep. We're going to roll deep. They better be ready for us. Ton Tavern better be ready for us. Lay Cookie says, I have a 40-foot fifth wheel we can convert to a cattle car for the road trip. Just like boot camp. Remember when we went to boot camp, we went from San Diego to Weapons Field Training Battalion, we rode in a cattle car. So yes, we're people, not cattle, but we'll fit in there. Let's do it.
Wait, can we get a wrap on the side of that?
Oh, we'll wrap it. We'll get a wrap on the side. Big SFMF-ers right on the side. Eagle Globe and Anchor. Let's go. Let's go. We're on a mission. We have 365 days. What, your battery out? Low? All right. Awesome. This is awesome. Jared says, I love supporting the channel by watching you. It will be an honor to meet you someday. With Jordan, this is our plan right here. We're all going to meet somewhere collectively. Where's Philly? North? East? Seems like it's up and to the left if you're looking at the, yeah, I don't know, my geography is not that great.
Virginia, and then
East Coast,
New York,
we're coming. Jared, let's go. That's it. If we don't meet before then, we're meeting 1 year from now. Doc is in. All Jareen, I cover a 7-state territory, kept my Alice pack in my vehicle as a get home bag. I guarantee you have a poncho liner in that bag, don't you? Poncho liner, best piece of gear the Marine Corps ever had. Marines have landed. Shocked Philadelphia. That's going to be the news, the headlines that day. The Marines have landed. Philly. Don't tell anybody we're coming. We're going to surprise them. Marine from Texas, food service here. I got the child taken care of for the Philly trip. Philly 2025. East Central. Okay, thanks, David. East Central. All right. But we all need to wear SFMF shirts, sleeves rolled up. Let's go. Yeah. Yes. I'm in, Robert. I subscribe. Thank you, brother. Tell your friends. Look at Mad Dog wants to come too. Everyone has to carry their own ball money. All right.
Bail money.
Oh, bail. Oh, bail money. Yes. Yes. We better let the local police know. I might make that phone call before we get there. Rolling deep.
All right, we've got a year to work on it.
That's it. We got a year, everyone. We got a year to start making your plans now. We'll share our plans every time we make a move on it. This is going to happen. This is absolutely going to happen. Yes. Sun's out, guns out. Yes, we're going to go sleeveless. Is it cold in Philly right now? This time of year? Probably, right? Right? I've seen the Eagles play in the snow. Is it November? It don't matter. What happened to Joe Rogan? Let himself go. It's 250 clicks from my pause. All right, that ain't bad, Zing Ping. You're close. Jake says, what is my most motivating moment in the Marine Corps? Jake, that's Lance Corporal. Jake, man, my most, there's a lot. There's seriously, not one or two stick out, but non-combat related, it was being a drill instructor was, again, turning nasty civilians into Marines was such a rewarding job. I'll never forget that. All of them. So those are great moments. Every deployment, bringing everyone home alive, things like that. Humanitarian stuff that I've done, all the schools I've been to. I don't know if I have just one, the best moment, but serving, man, that again, humanitarian ones coming. We don't talk about that enough, but we do so much humanitarian relief efforts as Marines. Those are awesome. Very, again, once again, very rewarding times being a Marine, helping people out. But good question though, and you're gonna have tons of them. You can ask anyone on here. I don't know if they can boil it down to just one, but it's being a Marine, man. Graduating boot camp. You've already done that. So it only gets better. And it gets better with each rank too. And you're gonna have some bad units. You're gonna come across a lot of bad leaders. Not a lot, but you're gonna come across bad leaders, but learn from them. Menachem still wants to see them dress blues. I am. Not today, but I promise I will. Hammerhead, the bassist. I was Hammerhead. I'll pick up top Robert Haskell. Is it the same Haskell? Pick him up. Pick him up on the way. First to fight for right and freedom. That's it. URAH, I guess I'll also get to the point of not having just one point. That was motivating. I'm telling you, Jake, seriously, there's way, I mean, I can think of field ops. I can think of just Marine Corps celebrations, graduating schools, field ops. There's just way too many. And the bad stories, looking back now, not a whole lot of bad stories. There's a lot of wasted time and field ops that could have went better, but no bad ones. So they're all pretty much good. I keep saying Korea. I don't know. I think of Korea. A lot of time in Korea. Some great opportunities. That's one of a story I was thinking about. We built a bridge for the Koreans that they couldn't cross because the river would always freeze. Went to Alaska, Ketchikan to build a bridge for the locals. There's so many different things that Marines do to serve. It's awesome. Josiah says, every failure was still a lesson learned. Man. And very recently, been learning a lot from bad leaders recently. Jerry, can you still get into your blues? I'm telling you, your uniform shrinks as time goes on. For some reason, when you retire, when you get out, somehow, some way in your closet, your uniform shrinks a little bit. Jerry says, can you share a funny moment, the Marine Corps drill instructor? Those happen daily. I think I was just telling somebody a story. I don't know if I've even told it on here before, but somebody was talking about the hygiene inspection. Remember the hygiene inspection at night? You'd be in your skivvy drawers, drill instructor walk in front of you, and you say, good evening, sir, this recruit has no medical or physical problems to report this time, sir. And he'd say whatever the drill instructor had you say, flip, boom, this recruit, and you'd say something else. And while the drone instructor with the moonbeam would check your body. What was he looking for? People that are listening like, what the heck? But you are checking for bruises, seeing if they're getting blanket parties at night, they're getting beat up, are there any injuries, like a blister that got infected or something. You're just checking their physical well-being every single night. Part of that inspection is when you turn around, you lift your foot up, 1 foot up, and your medical recruit pinches your Achilles tendon, because that's a big major injury down there, or a common injury is, what's that called? When because it's from getting blisters, not taking care of them, it gets infected, and then you get lower extremity injuries. So pinching your Achilles tendon will alert you to this kid's got some problems. But the process is, boom, once you turn around, checking fingernails and toenails too. Ingrown, absolutely, checking for all that. So then the recruit goes and he pinches. After you're done with him, he turns around and the recruit checks. You're on to the next recruit. But the process is you lift your leg up, the recruit pinches it, and the recruit being pinched says, no pain, recruit, no pain. Left leg, boom. No pain, recruit, no pain. It's a process, happens every night. It's a system. Well, one night I was in the squad bay, I was inspecting these recruits, boom, went to the next one, went to the next one. All of a sudden I hear, ow, no pain, recruit, no pain. I was like, what? And then he pinched the kid's other foot. No pain, recruit, no pain. Which struck me as odd. He said exactly what he had to say, but it sounded like he had a little bit of pain. So I looked back and said, hey, what did you just say? Sir, recruit said no pain, recruit, no pain. I said, did it hurt? He said, yes, sir. I said, if it hurt, why did you say no pain, recruit, no pain? Sir, that's what this recruit was instructed to say. He said exactly what he was supposed to say, but it hurt. Of course, he had 2 infected blisters on each one of his heels. That was a complete mess. But he said exactly what he was supposed to say. That was one of those stories you got to be there to believe it. He had pain. But the funny stories in boot camp, I'm telling you, are daily. Recruits do some pretty crazy stuff. Are you hurt or are you injured? That's today. Back then, I don't remember a lot of, you can't fake it in boot camp, right? And I hope that's still true today. But there is a difference between pain and injury. Kids today, earlier in the show, we were talking about there's times you just gotta man up. Suck it up, right? And it's not okay to quit. So those are the ones that weed themselves out of boot camp. Try to fake an injury to go to sick bay so they get out of combat hitting skills, something like that. All right. For some of you who don't know, DIMOS is 0911. I see my DI still as the dreams or maybe my nightmares. Yes. 0911 used to be 8511. They changed it to 0911. I'm not sure why. If you fake it, usually the kill hat will figure it out quick. Yes, and Scrody McBooger, you nailed it. You're not going to get away with that for very long. And you're going to get thrashed as soon as you come back. Heard someone that messed up an ankle in the crucible and hit it. It's the other thing. So I did hurt my back in boot camp. I don't remember, it was fun. I think it was combat or pugil sticks, and that next morning, man, I could barely stand up. And still not grasping the whole idea, I told the drone instructor, my back hurt. He said, oh, good, you good, go to sick bay, go to sick bay. And I did. That's how bad it hurt. I was either guide or squad leader at the time. As soon as I came back, I had a light duty chip for like 3 days. 3 days light duty. My back was jacked up. And my senior happened to be there. He's like, oh, good, you're fired, and you'll never be a guide or squad leader ever again. All of a sudden, that injury just turned into some pain that I had to suck it up. And sure enough, I was fine. My back hurts today, of course, because of that probably. But there are times when you can suck it up. Sergeant Face says it right there. Pain is weakness leaving the body. That's the recruiter slogan, and that's a fact. Weakness leaving the body. So you tell the recruits when they're puking after a run, look at all that weakness getting out of your body. You You can't hide in boot camp. That's for damn sure. Yeah, it's not going to work. Are we talking about the same guy? Semper Wow? What are you guys talking about? Yes. I injured my ego in boot camp. Yeah. But you gotta do something with that ego in boot camp because it's gone, right? One team, that's what they do. Drill instructors strip you down of all that. That's why it's so intense the first day and then up until graduation, really. But the first days are the most crucial, they're critical. They're stripping you down of all that selfishness that you've grew up with, you've grown up with. Take it out of you, and it's one team. It works. Jaleb Martinez, happy birthday. Keith Reinhardt, what was your MOS? Combat engineer, or backbone of the Corps. A couple alternate MOSs, but I started out as a 1371. Day one, my ego died. Yeah, I thank you for your service, and I'm out, but I'll be seeing you again. I sub to all my brothers on here. Happy birthday. First in, last out. It was an honor and a privilege. Thanks, Robert. Semper Fi, brother. We'll see you again soon. King James. I don't know. I broke my back and neck, and it's been miserable. 8 years in recovery. Wow, you broke it? Here's a broken back story. At a Marine in training, we were fast roping, 2-5, retreat hell. We were doing some training to get ready to go back to Iraq, spy rigging. And he was a 60 gunner, so he had a little extra weight on him, but not spy rigging, fast roping. This is where you just zoom out of the hell hole in the helicopter. Boom, zzz, boom, boom, zzz, boom, all the way down. It's pretty fun, pretty motivating. Still heat your hands up no matter how slow you go. While this guy, 0351, was coming down, the helicopter hit an air pocket. So he had a big gap, and then the helicopter came back down. This dude fell about 30 feet, man, 25, 30 feet. And it was that night. He had his pack on, rifle, extra ammo, boom, broke his back. And during training, luckily, of course, we rush him, we take care of him, goes to the hospital. He comes back about a week later. He's wearing a back brace. Had to wear it for like 6 months. But we were leaving for Iraq a couple weeks later. So here we go. The deployment, we all meet at the deployment staging area. We start loading the buses. We're doing a head count. We had one Marine too many. Couldn't figure it out. Had everybody stand up, count them off, sit down. Still had one too many. Because having one too many is better than not having enough. But it was this Marine. He was a corporal with a broken back, with the back brace on, hit it, put his camis in there. He still had the back brace on, but he hit it, and he was just hanging out in the bus trying to get to Iraq with us. That's some motivation right there. Ain't no way in hell. I mean, that's how bad he wanted to deploy with his company, with his battalion, with his unit. Couldn't go. Heartbreaking to get him off the bus and let him know he can't go with us. That's a Marine right there. All right, Asante Harrison. Fixing on my ship date, being January 2nd, start the year off as a Marine. Tips on recon, or should I wait? Go for it. If you're ready, physically fit, mentally tough, recon, I think you can enlist as recon now, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You used to have to just go 03, be in the E3, 03 field for a while, and then you can go recon. I think you can get it on your contract. Not sure, but find out. But absolutely, 100%, you can do it. All right. Is it time to start landing that helicopter? Mike Smith, good evening and happy birthday, Marines. Did you make it to Iraq eventually? Not that deployment. Brother, good question. Kept in touch with him for a long time. He did fully recover and was deployable again. That was my last deployment with 2-5, so I PCS'd after that, but he did make a full recovery. Absolute savage. I'm telling you, Zing Ping, it was heartbreaking to pretty much almost we had to drag him off the bus. He did not want his boys to go. He was a team leader. Did not want his team to go without him, but we had to. Thanks, Carl. Special thanks tonight to Randall, Doc, Z, Old Jyrene. Thank you all. Happy 249th birthday to all of you. All you SFMF-ers, 100%. It's been super fun, the show. We did mix it up a little bit, but it is a 10th. Again, if you haven't done 249 of something, you better do it tonight. I'm doing burpees. I'm going to put on a Full Metal Jacket. Let that play out. A Few Good Men. Let that play out. Hopefully I'm done by then because that's about a 4 hour. I'm going to just keep watching Marine movies until I finish 249 burpees. Like a producer's going to have to, I'm going to need some water. I'm going to need to sleep in tomorrow. Can I get a sleep in where I don't have to get up in the morning? But definitely continue to celebrate the birthday. 100%. The Great Santini, Randall Knapp. Good one. I always forget about that movie. I don't know why. Man, when he calls his son, you're the best daughter I had.
I've never seen that.
It's good. That's a good, great movie, The Great Santini. Carl Green, you have another birthday in 6 days. Well, happy birthday to you, brother. 6 days. I don't know what that means. The 16th. Awesome. The DI, Jack Webb. That's an awesome movie. A little slow at times, but I like the DI too. I read the book. It's awesome. Lay Cookie, happy birthday, Sergeant Major. Been a long time. I'm telling you, brother, we're going to get together again soon. The real DI. SFMF, we're a team. God bless all of our men and women here, no matter what branch. Same team, same dream, one fight, brother. Yes, XZ, you nailed it. Taking Chance, another great Marine movie. Not a lot of action, but that definitely shows you the camaraderie and brotherhood of being a Marine. Great movie. Sands of Iwo Jima is also a good one. Happy early birthday. Mine is in 8 days. Happy early birthday, Doc. Get some. Man, a lot of November birthdays. Hope we can spend a birthday together in person someday. What? Absolutely. Lake Cookie, we're going to spend a Marine Corps birthday. Better be next year. You better be on that log train. We need your cattle car. Favorite book? Fields of Fire. Fields of Fire is a great book. One of the only books I've read twice.
Well, Jonathan made it.
Fields of Fire, great book. Who? Uh-oh. The Pacific. I haven't watched all of the Pacific yet. I don't know why I keep I'm getting distracted and haven't finished it, but because I want to start over. John McJunkin, you made it, brother. Happy birthday, Sergeant Major 75. God bless. Same to you, brother. Happy birthday and God bless. Glad you made it. We're getting ready to land this helicopter any minute. We've been killing it for the last 2 hours. Had a couple of guest speakers. You need to definitely rewatch this tomorrow on Veterans Day. Neighbors heard the Hume blasting at 05. Yes. Thanks, Doc. Hope you have a great one. Wow, this guy looks... Kick Chuck Norris. Yes. I don't know. Chuck Norris can unscramble eggs. I don't know if I could do that. The Marines hymn, Zing Ping. Yes. Blast it. We are. Happy birthday and Semper Fi to all. Esprit de Corps. Jared, love it. We'll do, Sergeant Major. All right. Man, what a great time tonight. What a great crowd. What a great way to spend the Marine Corps birthday. Love you all. This is absolutely a pleasure and an honor to be here with you. And it's the best day of the year. It doesn't get any better than that. Just that proves the camaraderie, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, and the continuing to serve each other, growing this community, bigger, better, stronger every day, getting 1% better every single day. And I'm telling you, I'm already looking forward to the 250th birthday that we're all going to celebrate together. Ton Tavern. Let's make it happen, everyone. Absolutely. Let's make it happen. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe. If you are celebrating the birthday, you're having a couple, be safe. Be aggressive, but be safe. And we'll see you on Wednesday. God bless and Semper Fi.